Okay. All right. Okay, we're here with Chris Anderson again. We're going to talk about the blade portion of Trampilla Arnis. In the bladed portion, we hold it in two grips. It's either going to be edge up saber grip, where the edge is actually pointed upwards, or it's going to be edge in reverse grip. So you can call it usage for the first one, E-U-S-G, or urge, E-I-R-G. And the reason why we use just these two grips is because it gives us options. It gives us, if you strike, now in the edge up, I can control with the edge in saber grip. Of course I can attack. But it gives me the option of controlling, and also you're attacking the attack, but at the same time you're able to defend at the same time. The flip of the coin. Okay. Same with the reverse grip, same thing. So, and it also affords us the ability between the two grips to change quickly. You know, there's no having to adjust and then go into another kind of a more complicated grip. It's just here, and then the gross movement is like this. Or you can switch hands and it'll be edge up, saber grip in the other hand. All right, so yeah, those are the two grips, and in the Filipino martial arts, you see a lot of, if Chris was to hold it in just a saber grip, you'll see when he strikes, you'll see a lot of this, and then they pass. Okay? And this is cross tapping, and this is okay. A lot of other arts like to kind of expound on this too much, though, and build template upon template. When this usually is something is a move that should be done in my opinion, as an emergency maneuver. So if Chris is striking and then he goes low, I'm gonna tap. I don't want to really. I just want to tap and then offline right away, as opposed to going here, you know, and then by that time it'll be up here. That's too much of a, you know, why put yourself in that position? It's tap and then tap. These are more emergency type of maneuvers. You know, we keep on moving and controlling or checking that to get to a better position where we can control. So it's like you slip. You're on a bike and you slip off the path a bit. It's like finding your way back onto your path where you have solid ground. You don't kind of play around off road, and you know it could be fun, but it might be a little bit more dangerous. So when we're doing this, it's just a way to get into a position where you have superiority in terms of leveraging and control. Okay. Good. When we're doing this cross tapping and stuff, you know, there's, like I said, this is a part of a flow drill in some arts, and it's okay to learn this in terms of flow, and it's okay to learn this in terms of structure, because this is a strong structure. Also, when he pulls back, if he was to pull back, you still have operation of your hand, because none of the vital nerves or tendons here that control the function are affected. You'll get cut, but you can still operate. But that doesn't mean that we're going to keep on doing this. You know, it's the more you do this, the higher chance you'll get stuck. Okay. So it's really just a tap, and we tap and then move in and then try to control it away. We don't play outside here. Some people call this, when you strike, a bad hand, you know, and this is the good hand. We don't distinguish bad hand and good hand in this art. In this art, there's no such thing. These are both good hands. Okay? Your feet are one unit, your hands are a unit, your whole body is a unit. Well, if my bad hand is here, it reacts instinctively. I don't know, I might be one hand in the pocket having a coffee, and then of course it's going to come out here. If he comes here and cuts me, am I going to sit there and blame my bad hand? No, it's not the hand's fault. There's no bad hand and good hand. It's just bad position and good position. So if he goes low, I have a diamond here that I can move around in, and then try to get into a superior position, and then this will come out in time to aid in the effort of controlling the knife and getting a better position. So don't blame your bad hand. You know, there's no bad hand and good hand, it's just bad position and good position. You have your diamond here, you have your reference point, and it's all about movement. Anyway, if he does a haymaker, I'm not gonna, and I'm able to see it coming, you're obviously not gonna let it come in anywhere into the power, the peak power, where it's right here. No, I'm not gonna do that, no. Even if this is a strong thing, it'll collapse. If it's a really hard strike, it's gonna cut you. So it's not a matter of bad hand, good hand. It's a matter of actually responding early enough to get right in, before he has a chance to really unleash the strike where it's most effective, which is close to you, right? Okay, so we established that there's no bad hand, no good hand. It's just two hands working together, your feet, your whole body as a unit, and there's only bad position and good position. Okay. Also, when he strikes, and I'm able to move in, right, you have access to his live hand, his check hand. If you're out here and we're doing this, we don't have access to his live hand, because as soon as I pass, his live hand, or he's going to check my elbow. Oh, now why would you let it do that? I mean, that's okay for a drill, but it's not something that you want to instill in your students. I don't want to be drilling my students this, and then I feel a check, and then that's, and then we're forced to use this, okay? Because if he raises it high enough, especially if he's a taller guy, I'm going to have trouble transitioning this way. It's going to be very difficult. Any kind of time delay is time that you can't afford to lose. Okay, so this part here and checking the elbow is not something that you want to get used to. Okay. So when he's here and we pull back, we hit it. You have to attack. We will attack the attack. Right? But just because we attack the attack doesn't mean we're not defense oriented. We're still defense oriented. But there is a necessity, a reason why we have to attack the attack. Because you don't want to be nonchalant about a blade coming at you. You have to come in really quick and attack the attack so that you can get control of the blade. You're either going to be two extremes, really close in, okay, or you're going to be really far out, where if you're really far out, you should be running anyway. Okay, but you're not going to be in the middle range where you don't have reach to his live hand. Then his live hand's able to apply a check here or whatever. Okay. All right. So that's sort of the gist of the bladed portion and why we don't really use this cross tapping as a base or a foundation to the art. We don't really do this. It's just there as an emergency. We're tapping and then we're moving in right away. Okay. Just because he uses just because you instinctively use your what they call a bad hand, doesn't mean that you're in trouble. No. Trampilla Arnis, we're in the business of turning a frown upside down, right? Turning a frown. If you catch yourself in a bad position, you have movement. You have your diamond here. You're able to move. So even if you catch yourself in a bad position, you can turn it into a good position. So if he comes underneath, I can pass it and then come to the other side, where I can go for a throw or disarm. So, just because you react like this doesn't mean that you're done. No, you turn a bad position into a good position. Okay. That is the mentality, anyway, that you should be using. This is okay to practice, like I said. But watch, in the grips we use, edge up, tip grip, when he does the passing, I'll let him do a couple of turns, okay? And then here, when I feel this pressure, I'm in my diamond here, when I feel this pressure here, and it's a vertical pressure down, so it's down, I will just retract. As I retract, I'm cutting, okay? if I hold it here, I can do it too. I can, if I'm holding edge down, I can still cut as I go back. But the thing is, this grip affords me two options. If I feel pressure coming down, I can pull back. If I feel pressure coming down, I can actually invade his diamond or step into it, keep the knife there, and actually push his arm off. So I've done two things. I've actually moved in where I'm in a better position to attack, and then I've established movement. I've established a bad position into a good position, and then I've established a point of position of superiority. Okay, now he's panicking now because I'm not just cut him, but I'm in really close. Here, if I'm back here in my diamond, and he does it, and he does the cross tap, I can just pull back. Okay, so it affords you that kind of flexibility or versatility using this grip.